Hi everyone, my name is Ali and in this video I'm going to share with you exactly how to apply for a Canadian TRV or temporary resident visa online. So whether you extended your study permit or you graduated and got your post-graduation work permit, you have to apply for a temporary resident visa separately. Now if your temporary visa expired, you can remain in Canada as long as you have a valid study or work permit. But if you want to travel to another country, for example, to see your family, when you want to come back to Canada without a valid visa, the officer doesn't allow you to enter Canada because work or study permits are not visas and these permits don't authorize your re-entry to Canada. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the step-by-step process on how to apply for a temporary visa online and how to complete the form 5257. I'll go through the application, we will see how much it costs, what's the processing time, the online visa application, and the processing time of visa stamping after your application gets approved, and much more valuable tips that you don't want to miss. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do is to sign into your IRCC account. You can sign in using a GC key or a Canadian bank. Once you log into your account, scroll down and under Start an Application, you will see Apply to Come to Canada. If you have a personal reference code, you can enter it here, and if you don't have one, that's fine. You can click on visitor visa, study or work permit. So on this page, you need to answer a few questions and the system determines your eligibility. The first question is, what would you like to do in Canada? If you have got your work permit, select work. How long are you planning to stay in Canada? Temporary, more than 6 months. Select the code that matches your passport. What's your current country of residence? So if you are in Canada right now, you can select Canada. Do you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident over 18 years? If you do, select yes, but since most people don't, we are gonna select no. You should enter your date of birth and click on next. Are you a lawful permanent resident of the US? No. What's your current immigration status in Canada? If you got a work permit, select worker. Does one of the following apply to you? No. Are you a spouse, common law partner, or dependent child of a person who? No. And the next question is gonna be no as well. Remember guys, these answers are for the majority of people, so spend enough time and read them all and make sure these answers apply to you. Next, have you been told by an immigration office that you're approved for permanent resident? No. Have you submitted a permanent resident application? No. Do you have a job offer? If you do have a job offer, select yes, and if not, that's absolutely fine. You can select no. Do you have a valid employer specific work permit and are being abused? No. What's your marital status? Never married or single? What's your province of destination? If visiting multiple provinces, select the one which you will be spending most of your time. So select yours and click on next. So this is exactly what we are looking for. It says based on the information you provided, the results below indicate whether you may be eligible to come to Canada. You'll need a temporary resident visa to return to Canada. If you are working or studying in Canada, your temporary visa may expire at the same time as your work or study permit. If your work or study permit is expiring soon, please renew your study or work permit first and then apply for a temporary visa. Let's continue. Which of the following best describes your situation? If you have a post-graduation work permit, click on I have an open work permit. Have you had a medical exam by an IRCC doctor in the last 12 months? No. Have you lived in a designated country for more than 6 months in the last year? No. Do you want to work in the following jobs? No. Do you want to submit for a family member? No. Are you giving someone access to your application? No. In the past 10 years, have you given biometrics to come to Canada? Yes. There are fees associated with this app. It's not free. Nothing is free, especially if it's from the government. Will you be paying your fees? Yes, I'll be paying my application fees. Are you able to make a digital copy of your documents with a scanner or camera? Yes. Will you be paying your fees online? Yes. So here's the time to go over all of your answers and double check everything. Make sure everything has been entered correctly and click on continue. Scroll down again and click on continue. Now you're on a document checklist page. On this page you'll have a list of documents you need to submit in order to apply. The most important document is the form IMM 5257, which I'll show you how to complete and upload it in a few seconds. You need to download and open it with Adobe Reader, otherwise you won't be able to open it. The next supporting documents are your work or study permit, passport, and a digital photo. Once you upload all of these files, you need to pay $100 online and submit your application. Now let's go ahead and complete form 5257 together. So the UCI number is an 8 to 10 digit number on the top right corner of your study permit or work permit. I want service in English. Visa requested should be a visitor visa. The next section is in regards to your personal details. So enter your first name and last name as shown on your passport. Have you ever used any other name? No. Enter your sex, date of birth, city and country of birth and citizenship. The current country of residence should be Canada if you are in Canada right now. Next, your status should be worker if you got your post-graduation work permit, and enter your from and the expiry date right next to that. During the last 5 years, have you lived in any other country other than your country of citizenship or your current country of residence for more than 6 months? No. Country we're applying, same as the current country of residence? Yes. Select your current marital status. It is single. If you are married, you need to enter its date and the full name of your spouse. Have you previously been married or in a common law relationship? No. The next section is in regards to your language. First, you need to enter your native language or mother tongue. Next, it's asking, are you able to communicate in English or French? We are going to select English. Have you taken a test from a designated testing agency to assess your English or French? Now, if you have taken IELTS or CELPIP or any other language test, select yes. The next part is about your passport information. First, you should enter your passport number, which is on the first page of your passport. Next, you should enter the country of issue and the issue and expiry date of your passport. Now, some countries have a national identity document. So if you have a national ID card, select yes and enter your ID number with the issue and expiry date. And if you don't have one, simply select no. Are you a lawful permanent resident of the US with a valid green card? No. Now the next part is about your contact information. It says all correspondence will go to this address unless you indicate your email address below. Indicating an email address will authorize all correspondence, including file and personal info, to be sent to the email address you specify. So enter your unit number, street name, city, country, province, and your postal code. Now, if your residential address is same as your mailing address, you can select yes. Enter your telephone number. If you're in Canada, select Canada and select cellular with your phone number. If you have an alternate telephone or fax number, you can enter them here, and if not, that's completely fine. You can go ahead and enter your email address right next to that. The next question is about the details of your visit to Canada. The purpose of my visit should be a returning worker. If you have a valid work permit, indicate how long you plan to stay. The from date should be today's date, and to date should be the expiry of your post-graduation work permit. Now the funds available for my stay is $10,000. So remember, you must prove a minimum of 10,000 Canadian dollars here. Name, address, and relationship of any person or institution I'll visit. Enter your employer's address if you are working, and if you are a student or you recently graduated, you can enter your university's information here, and the relationship can be current or former university. If you are visiting a family member, you can enter their information here as well. So the next part is about your education. It asks, have you had any post-secondary education like a university university or college, select yes if you do. Enter the field of study like marketing management, school name like BCIT, city is going to be Vancouver, country is going to be Canada, and the province is going to be British Columbia, and enter your own from and to date. Next, it asks about your employment history. It says give details of your employment for the past 10 years, including if you have held any government position. Do not leave gaps. If retired, not working or studying, please indicate. If you are retired, please provide the 10 years before your retirement. So enter your employment history here, and let's go to the next section. Now, the final part is about your background information. Within the past 2 years, have you had this? No. Do you have a physical or mental disorder? No. Have you remained beyond the validity of your status? Select no. Have you been refused a visa or permit? Select no. Have you previously applied to enter or remain in Canada? If you previously applied for a study permit or any other kind of permit or visa, select yes and write just a brief explanation. Like, yes, I applied for my study permit like 2 years ago. Have you ever been arrested? No. Hopefully. Did you select in any military or police force? No. Have you ever been a member of any political party? No. Have you ever witnessed or participated in the ill treatments? No. Lastly, under the signature section, you should select yes for giving consent to be contacted by Citizenship and Immigration Canada. Enter your own name and today's date, and make sure to click on the validate blue button. You will see a QR code once the form is properly validated. And make sure to save this PDF file and reopen it to see if everything has been saved. And once you double check all information, you can upload it to your profile on IRCC website. So once you upload your 5257 form, with the Canadian work or study permit plus passport and your digital photo, you can go ahead and pay the application fee, which is 100 Canadian dollars, and submit your application. So there are 2 processing time you should consider. The first one is your application processing time, which you can go to the government's website, which I'll leave a link down in the descriptions, and check the average processing time. As of today that I'm recording this video, the processing time is 4 months. Now, the next processing time is 10 days for your visa stamping time after your temporary visa application gets approved. So if you applied for a TRV from within Canada, you should mail your passport because you can submit your passport in person. You should wait until you have your passport back before booking travel outside Canada. So you should buy 2 prepaid envelopes from your local Canada Post Office. I'll leave a link to this page in the descriptions so you can click on it after watching this video. Here are the envelope sizes you'll need to purchase, one for sending your passport and one for the government to mail you back your stamped passport. So make sure to write down your tracking numbers so you can track them on the Canada Post website. So here was a complete guide on how to apply for a temporary visa online and fill the form 5257 by yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Now, if you got value, please hit the like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And make sure to watch my next video over here. There are tons of tips and tricks you don't want to miss, so click on one of these videos right now. As always, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.